Hi, I'm Erin and today I'm going to show you how to make a gum wrapper flower. To make your flower you'll need at least 5 to maybe 8 or 9 gum wrappers. It doesn't matter what their colors are. Alright, we're going to start off by teaching you how to make a stem. Now whenever I make any of my flowers I usually use 5 gum because as you can tell it comes in some of the greater colors, a lot of different options and choices on how to make your flower. And of course I like to use green stems. So I'm going to go ahead and take 2 green 5 gum wrappers, the mint kind, and I'm going to fold them just like so. But I'm going to go ahead and do this to the second one as well and fit them together like this. So it's a little bit longer. I like that so that it can create just the right size. So see, it just looks like a really long gum wrapper. And then I take it like this between my 2 fingers and just fold it neatly in half like this. So it's closer to looking like that, but I guess you can tell I just do it twice. And there you go, your first stem. Now I'll go ahead and about 2/3 of the way in, make a little fold it over, so it looks like this. See? And now we'll go on to petals. Go ahead and take one of your other colored gum wrappers and fold it in half the hamburger way. Unfold, and right where you made that crease, right in the middle, just make a neat tear. And actually, it doesn't really matter if it doesn't look square-like. You can tell it's not exactly straight. And then you go ahead and take all of your petal-looking shapes and put them off to the side for now. You'll actually need about, depending on how big you want your flower to be, from, I would say, 6 to maybe 12 or 14 petals. I need you to go ahead and take one of your petals and either, we'll go ahead and just fold it this way first, where the craggedy edge, zigzaggedy edge, is on both sides. You can also have it where the edge of your petals, if you take another one, like this. And you'll see how the shapes matter later. You can also fold them like this. Just a little triangle. Go ahead and take one of them and just very softly create a little rip, a little tiny tear, about right in the center of it, sometimes a little off to the side. Go ahead and make a second tear right next to it, so you've got a little divot, looks about that big. You will be weaving the stem through those little divots. Now I'm going to show you how to thread your petals through to your flower. Now all you have to do is decide what order you want them in. First, go ahead and take your bottom layer, that's the one that you want to stand out on the back, and thread a couple on. Have them have this side facing up toward you while you thread it. It should look like this. There's the back, there's the front. I've actually found that if you use different nicked patterns in between and thread them you know, in a kind of criss-cross manner, it shows up with a lot more dimension. And once you've got your first couple on, I'm going to go ahead and have you take another one and just change direction. That way it'll look like this. Go ahead and thread on some more in that same way so that the colorful side will now be facing you. Now your flower should look a little bit like this. You can see I've packed on quite a couple of petals here. Now for just the last, I think, 2 or 3 petals, go ahead, have them ready, and we're going to go ahead and have them like we did the first 2, where this side is facing us. Go ahead and straighten out your stem, and it should look a little bit like this. Then fold your stem like a little J and thread them on. This is actually the part that takes some of the most work, most concentration at least. I would just go ahead and say take your time and try not to be too violent with your flower. After the first couple are threaded, it should look a little bit like this. Alright, I've got them all threaded. Looks like this. Ta-da! Now we're closing on the last couple steps. That is going to change, looks like this right now, into one of these. I want you to go ahead and take your first petal and first petal only and cup it between your fingers like this. And just pull it up and make it pretty flat. So the first petal looks like this. Should be pretty straight up and down. And go ahead and do that with the second petal. And keep doing that until you get to the last couple flower petals. Okay, now that we're down to basically the last couple petals, I'm going to go ahead and just hold my stem down and make a little circle with my fingers, put it around the stem, and pull up a little. And now the last final step in making your flower beautiful, beautiful, beautiful is just to pull down on around the bottom layers. And there you go. A wonderful, beautiful flower. They make great gifts. You can put them in your hair, like so, and just something beautiful to look at. It's better than throwing away all of those stinking wrappers, don't you think? I hope you like your new gum wrapper flowers. I hope they make your life just a little bit brighter. Thanks for watching, guys. DFTBA. Okay.
Three-dimensional, wonderful snowy cloud. Ones where you shaped the Nixon.